Hey everybody, I am Big Will,
I am JDUBBS,
and together this is the Bears Bros Podcast.
and today on a great. What you doing, bud?
Wait a minute. Where'd it go?
You forgot it, didn't you?
No, I went to the store and got it and everything.
Are you sure?
I did.
Is it over there? You remember that episode when you started without me?
It was an accident.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I had to fuck around with you a little bit, so there you are. Do your thing.
All right, fine.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, a couple episodes ago, he tried starting the show without me. There was a skeleton here,
I didn't try. I thought he was here.
and yeah, so
My daughter said in honor of us playing the Vikings this week, I should do the Viking Berry Monsters of the Midway Juice. As usual, nice and smooth. Looks like the blood of our soon-to-be victims. So, cheers.
this is a family show. But anyway, hey, last week, Giants. I got mad again. Shocker.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't throw your lap.
No, not this time. No. And I didn't even care that I was getting housed by Big Will.
That's right.
And fantasy by
I made a couple of trades, one with him.
I got DeAndre Swift that I wanted. However, Mikey did not show.
Good guy.
But you know what? I was happy that we were winning and we were way off on Caleb Williams' stats. But however, we were right with the MVP. Yeah. I want to talk to you about what did you like most about Sunday's game, other than my awesome company.
So, yeah. I gotta go with this we are not out of it until the clock finally strikes zero mindset that we got going on. Because, yes, when Jackson Dart was in the game, he was housing us defense, but not only did we stick into it, but also another important thing. One key addition that was not a trade deadline deal.
No.
C.J. Gardner Johnson.
Yep.
Got it right this time. 2 games, 3 sacks, and it was just, he was the money.
And he also caused the fumble against Jackson Dart, right?
Scott put us in the position to take the lead, and so it was a high risk, high reward addition to the team.
Yep. I kind of like how you brought up the position because, you and me. But anyways, my good, not only is Caleb Williams, I was going to say C.J. Johnson. C.J. Gardner Johnson.
So we're on the same page.
Yeah. Because you remember I've told you we should make a trade. We talked last week. We're kind of happy that we didn't give away the farm for a half a season. I think this is going to be the spark that we need.
Yes, he's just the vibe that it's shown for the locker room is just another addition, and I owe somebody an apology. Not you.
No, that's just fuck.
So when they were showing the inactive list, and Case Keenum's name was at the top of the list,
I know where you're going.
I asked you before the game started, why is he still on the team? And then they showed after the game him pumping up Caleb, saying that you're going to go and win us this game. His veteran leadership has just been remarkable, and you're seeing it with the way that Caleb is playing. That he didn't have that the first year. There's no offense to Tyson Bagent. You can't have a second-year player be your veteran leadership when he's barely played.
Yep.
So bringing in a guy like Case Keenum is like having an extra quarterbacks coach.
Hell yeah.
That is there just in case if something happens.
I remember when you sent me the link, and I'm like, because we had talked about Case Keenum, and I was like, and I watched it, and you're right. That is what Caleb was lacking last year, was that mentorship, that leadership. And, even though, Caleb sometimes has good games, great games, bad games, I have not seen him on the sideline like this.
I mean, he's had a couple of moments because, he's so tired because he's running for his
Right.
life.
But with Case Keenum there to say, hey, well, just calm down. You're doing fine.
Yes.
Obviously, last year, we had a joke of a coaching staff. But this year, it's the Ben Johnson effect, and I'm enjoying it. Except for seeing Caleb Williams. I got to tell you, Caleb Williams, he's got to be a magician. He's got to be. The way he just swings out and twirls like this away from a sack.
Yeah, it looks like he's about to get smashed, and then all of a sudden completely goes a different way, and he's still looking down the field. Because how many quarterbacks that, had the ability to use their feet, they're automatically going to think, let's run it.
Yep.
Perfect example is the guy that he replaced in Justin Fields. Justin Fields would have taken off. Yep. Yeah. And the fact that he's still looking down the field, and the one throw that he made that I believe it was Oz dropped in the end zone.
Which I was yelling at. Oh, because I had him in 2 fantasy leagues. But go ahead.
You mean the fantasy game that... But, and the fact that last year that wouldn't have happened. And there's one would have sailed over him, or he's starting to show the ability that he was touted for going into his sophomore year.
Absolutely.
Everybody said, oh, he's the best prospect since Andrew Luck and so on and so forth. But now we've got an offense that caters to what he's known for.
Mm-hmm. And not only do we have an offense, we have an explosive offense. And I want to say, so 2 games ago, we played the Bengals, right?
Well, yeah, 2 weeks, yeah.
Okay, and your guy, Romo Dunze, had a shit game. Kind of bounced back.
Oh, absolutely.
So
I got to give him his props about how he handled the whole stuff on his dad, like the first thanks dad.
Yeah, I remember that. And I remember his first reception. You looked over at me and you're like, "Hey, too bad. If only we had a quarterback to throw to him." But,
no, too bad he's not in an offense where he gets passed to first pass of the game.
So Oz, because I can't say his name,
Yeah.
he had a shit game. I'm doing just a quick little segment here. This coming game, he's going to bounce back.
Well, actually,
yep, I think so.
In all honesty, I think he's going to start getting used less because Luther Burger showed in the stats that when he gets the ball in his hands, he's electric. And gradually, he got Colston into the offense.
Yep.
Now it's time for Luther. Colston slowly replacing Kmet, even though Kmet does his job, especially in the blocking.
Yeah. But that's what you need. That's what you need. To me, that's what you need. And what I'm enjoying about this season is not the, oh my God, the constant me screaming and because I could do better, which I could not, but I'm enjoying that there's no distractions. There's no, okay, Swift was out two games ago, Monangai, 176 yards, 18,000 touchdowns, right? Swift comes back in, starts, and he's celebrating with Monangai when he gets his first touchdown.
Yes.
Right? And I'm not seeing anything
more celebrating with receivers.
Exactly.
Last year he was a distraction of how he reacted to a rookie quarterback, which frustrated me. He last year he was drinking the A.J. Brown juice.
Oh, yeah.
This year he's part of the offense because he knows he's got a coaching staff that if I'm not doing well, we're winning.
And that's what I was trying to get at. Is if one of our stars isn't having a stellar game, somebody else is stepping up, right? And that is just what I'm loving. And I want to get your take on this. The last drive, right after we knocked Jackson Dart out.
Russell Wilson looking like
Russell, and we see how Russell. Remember a few years ago? I'm going to come back to my point. We wanted Russell Wilson, and Russell Wilson just got replaced by Jameis Winston, who I think should be a starter in a league. Anyway, however, last drive,
beautiful.
Oh my God. I was watching highlights because I did a little bit of research today. I know I did. I did a little bit of research.
Trying to replace me.
No. right? You want to be on the show? Okay. Anyways, I watched him take command. He did not lose his cool. He did not lose his focus. And I think that was around the time that you looked over to me and you said, "Did I just catch Ben Johnson smiling?" Do you remember this?
Yes. I'm like, you never see him smile. And it was like, I think it was after the play to Adunze where he made that beautiful cut to get that first down. He caught it, made it look like he was going to run, and that
AK Candillos. So when I was watching some highlights today, and when I mean highlights, I mean real quick, kind of like our Stex like. But
he's not talking about me.
I'm going to get him to do a spit tape. Don't worry. On the one rollout, I don't know who the defender is. He came to obviously tackle him. He just spun around. He went this way. He could have easily have thrown it out of bounds, but like you said earlier, he was looking downfield. I call it the Michael Jordan pose, right? That's kind of the way he threw it. He was so off kilter. He wasn't even set, and he made a dynamic throw. I think it was to DJ. Could be wrong.
Yes.
And that put us within the
field goal range because of the fact that we needed at least a field goal to tie the game to put it in overtime.
Right.
And we
were down. It was 17-20, and we were down. Right.
And we kept saying to each other that after he made that play is that we're going for the touchdown. We're not concentrating because one, it was windy as hell, so the weather could have played an effect.
Yep.
And I think that's why we didn't go for the field goal earlier in the game, which would have made it where it wasn't even an issue.
Absolutely. And so I think the next play, Manungai ran the ball down to like the 8-yard line, whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm horrible at research, so just bear with me. And what I want to talk about is the command and the belief and the desire when he ran that ball in. I mean, I'm telling, I watched it over and over, probably like 3 times, so we'll just go with it. Over and over, I watched him take the snap, look, roll out, and he beat everybody.
He had open field, and he's realizing that.
And the one thing that I watched, I really did, is right before he crossed the goal line, maybe at the 2-yard line, a defender was closing in. He knew that he had to get that touchdown.
And instead of trying to go out of
bounds
and stay within the red zone, because we're starting to get better, but our red zone is still questionable because at the beginning of the game, we should have gotten a touchdown, which
right.
It ended up being a turnover on downs because we weren't going to go for the field goal because of how windy it was.
Right.
So,
but so what I liked on Caleb Williams is he did not tense up, right? Because what happens when he tense up? You forget everything and you might fumble.
Mm-hmm.
He was. My point is, he was willing.
Throw.
Yep, he was willing to take that hit to get the touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when we went over, even though I'm going against him in fantasy with Caleb Williams, I was so happy. I'm like, holy shit. What my other point is, most people in that moment might tense up, might hold the ball out, fumble. He was willing to take that hit to get the touchdown.
Absolutely. And that's the way it should be. Because what did he do?
Ran with a purpose.
I don't know where you were waiting for because our defense kept getting monkey stomped until Dart got knocked out, which that...
Are you sick of me yelling at the TV over our defense? Wondering
yes.
Why every week we're getting beat by a quarterback?
No, and a quarterback we shouldn't get beaten by.
Thank you.
Against Jackson Dart, that kid's electric. But the fact of the matter is, throwing was not what put him.
Oh my!
It put us where there was no reason why we should have won that game. Let's just keep it real. Until he got knocked out, there's absolutely no reason we should have won that game. But the problem is their backup quarterback is Russell Wilson, and the moment he went in, you recorded the end of the game.
I did.
I didn't want to jinx us, and I asked and I have a question, but I didn't want to jinx us until we got to the end. That the vibe for the Giants and vibe again with our defense was completely different.
Down.
When Russell Wilson took over that game.
Yep.
And sadly enough, Brian Dable lost his job because of it. Because he's another example of a guy that is a great coordinator, a great person, but not always a great head coach.
But you know what, though? I like Brian Dable. Hey, come on, he lost Malik Neighbors. He left Scadaboo. Or lost Scadaboo. But
And then Dart got knocked out because
so,
that kid, as electric as he is going to end up being that way because he's got to run to make things happen, and he gets blasted.
But with what you had said earlier about C.J. Gardner-Johnson, I am so happy. I know we wanted to sign Samuel. He went to Pittsburgh, but I think and I had sent you a thing.
Yes, about Jalen Johnson is working to make a return.
And, of course, I forgot to ask you, is that true?
Yes, I've seen multiple reports, both Bleacher Report, everywhere, that he's working to come back. And there is a chance we can get him back near the end of the season. And it could end up being perfect if he comes back 100%.
Right.
Hopefully he doesn't rush it, which led to him getting hurt in the first place.
But if those two guys can come back, Gordon and
Kyler Gordon, Jalen Johnson,
mixed in with oh wow, I'm getting excited right now. Yeah, I'm just saying
it could be electric. We didn't have Edwards, so we were down one of our star middle linebackers, if you want to call them star. They haven't, jumped off the page.
Right.
Sweat's starting to step up. He's at 6.5 sacks so far, which is just like when we first got him.
Booker was rushing. I'm sorry. This is my part where I gotta say I owe somebody an apology. I'm sorry. No, not you, Booker. I'm sorry, Booker, not Marty Booker. You see what I did there? Shut up. See what I did there? Not Marty Booker, and definitely not Booker T. But he is doing dynamic, and which is now allowing Montez Sweat. Booker. I apologize. Javon Dexter. Yep.
But it's got to be all cohesive because our defense is still leaves to be desired. But we don't have all our pieces, so you can't hate too much because when you've got to take, this guy and put him in this place, but the next man mentality.
But you know what, though? We got some bad calls against Baltimore. We're not going to go there. We got blown out by Detroit. It happens.
Oh, are you going to say what I was thinking? That's crazy. Go ahead.
I don't know.
I will tell you in a second because I was about to bring it up. So
I think that our defense is showing up right when we need them. How close are we?
Sort of. Because the point that I wanted to make, except for us getting monkeyed out by Detroit, we have been involved in every game this season.
Yep.
We have scored over 20 points in 8 out of 9 games, and the game we didn't was against Baltimore.
Right.
And
you know what? Fuck that. That was a touchdown, and that was also offensive pass interference. Go ahead, continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So everybody keeps coming at me. Oh, you've beaten people with a weak ass record. And then I said the same thing about Green Bay, except for the game against Detroit. They've beaten nobody. So, and it's a beautiful point that I could say this. We're tied for first place in the NFC North. Name one person that would have thought that at the beginning of the season with the way they talked about our offense and everything. Ben Johnson effect. There are 2 coaches right now, Ben Johnson being one of them, the other one is Mike Vrabel.
Hell yeah.
It shows that coaching matters.
Yep.
My buddy Quest from my Pins and Wins podcast keeps saying that the players are the ones that have to make the plays, which is 1,000% accurate. But the fact of the matter is, if you don't have the coaches to put you in the right place, make the right play call, get the right personnel,
Yep.
it ain't going to matter.
Look at last year, Eberflus, right? That's what I'm saying. With what you're saying is the belief. And I think our defense, although the whole bend but don't break, and I still say we should have beat Baltimore. I don't care. That was a fucking touchdown.
We should be 8-1 right now with the best record in the NFC.
But I also think our defense is okay. Let's face it. That fumble on Dart, Change the game. So look, they're showing.
Obviously, besides knocking him out of the game,
They're showing up when we need them the most. And who is the other guy that intercepted Washington guy? And it just sparked us. It was down in the red zone. I know it was Byard. Say it.
yes, Byard, and
Wait,
also
what's his name?
Byard.
There you go.
And also, I believe it was Edwards had the pick 6 that was called back, and so on and so forth in Cincinnati.
But I'm just saying, we're getting there, and yes, we're going into Minnesota. They have a decent run game. I don't know if Aaron Jones is going to be back. He's back, but then he gets hurt. Kind of like Cole Kmet, but anyways.
It all depends on which J.J. McCarthy we get, because we owned him for 3 quarters of that idea, and all of a sudden, fourth quarter, things changed, and we lost. I don't think Ben Johnson's going to make the same mistakes.
No, I think
Dennis Allen's going to make the same mistakes.
Because we talk about, I don't know if it's on our show or if, via text or whatever, we talk about learning from the mistakes. And, going into Minnesota, it's a dome, so that's good.
Is it a dome?
Yeah, it's not okay.
I don't even remember anymore, because I know it used to be, but it's either a dome or the one with the retractable roof. I don't know.
Let's get the obvious out of the way. Justin Jefferson, one of the top 3 receivers in the NFL. He's going to get his catches, perhaps.
It just depends on if he torches us.
He's due for a big game. Then you got Jordan Addison.
Mm-hmm. And that Naylor guy.
Jonathan. Yeah, he's a former first-round pick.
Starting to make some plays.
So I think, I think it's going to be a tough game. And it's going to come down to another late game. I don't know if it's going to be a turnover, but it might just be like a fourth and whatever stop. So, you got to give your props to Justin Jefferson. He's top 3, right? He is who he is. Is McCarthy even playing anymore?
I know I think he played last week, so I know he's getting back into it. So
so the Vikings are last. They're looking for something to jump
to the row.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't they beat Detroit last week?
See, I don't know. Yeah, come on, stat guy. Man. Why do I pay? What do we pay?
Well, you replaced me apparently because you did research.
See this? This is going to be my new co-host, Nut Grief.
You mean somebody else is willing to put up with crap?
Hey, at least I didn't think I was a skeleton. Jesus. Yeah, that was pretty racist, though. It's okay, though.
You're replacing me with a brown bear?
But anyways, I think that it's going to be a good game. And I think that if we get the ball to start the game, we need...
Boston Ravens.
Okay, yeah, because Lamar was back. That's right. I think if we take the opening kickoff, we got to set the tone. And then when Minnesota gets their first possession, we got to smash them in the mouth. Set the tone right off.
The first drive for both teams
is always...
Because... Obviously, we keep moving the ball. We keep getting into the red zone, but it doesn't turn into touchdowns always. We need to fix that because we lead the league in big plays of 20 yards or more, whether in, the running game. Excuse me. You keep pointing out the running game is what gets us going because whether it be Swift, Monangai, even Caleb himself, of moving the ball gets us constantly in the red zone, and then we got to score. And not just 3 points.
Yep. I agree. And obviously, the Vikings getting beat. We're in their territory. We're in their home. They're going to want to look, because right now, what are we, the upstart Bears or the shocking Bears, whatever analyst wants to call us. I don't care. So they're going to want, and Caleb is playing balls out. I don't care. I told you, I'm coming right back to the Kings. I asked you, why is he not in any type of an MVP? Because if it wasn't for Caleb Williams, we wouldn't be winning any games.
Not even.
As my Mike, oh, hold on, 06?
No offense to Tyson Bagent. Tyson Bagent wouldn't be running this offense.
I agree.
Even though everybody wanted us, let's go with Tyson Bagent. Let's get Caleb out of there. He's a bust. You're out of your gosh damn mind if you think Caleb Williams is a bust. He is what we wanted him last year.
I'm going to steal your moniker, okay? I'm just going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it 100, okay? Did I say it right? Caleb Williams should at least be considered for some sort of MVP. I mean, Drake May is in the MVP.
And he deserves to be because he's playing to that caliber because if they lose him, they're screwed.
Right. I mean, is the MVP the guy in football who rushes for – who was the MVP last year?
It was Josh Allen.
Okay, but Barkley ran for 2,000 yards.
That's why everybody says that the MVP is a quarterback's award and the offensive player of the year is the running back because Barkley got the offensive player of the year but didn't get MVP, which is a joke to me. And Taylor...
Oh, my gosh. Taylor is off. Yeah, Jesus Christ, Taylor.
The reason why, no offense to Danny Dimes, he's the reason they are the number.
Absolutely. So, and I'm glad that you saw where I was going with the MVP because Josh Allen, he didn't really have great stats, but because he was so important to his team, just like so many people are. That's what I'm trying to say about Caleb. Does Caleb Williams have 2,500 yards passing and 25 touchdowns? No, not yet. But that's just how important he is, and I think to me, that's the MVP type person. That how is your team with you as opposed to without you?
Absolutely. But sadly, I don't think he's ever going to be put into that conversation until maybe next year. And the reason why I say that is because he has to do it consistently. We need to start winning consistently. Because right now, we're winning games we never would have won before.
100%.
In the games we've lost, it was to teams that we were expected to lose to. This week, statement game. Because everybody's picking the Vikings to be better than us, and they're in last place. Everybody assumes when we play Green Bay, we're going to lose to them, even though, the love that Jordan Love gets is what Caleb should be getting. I showed you, and I believe I still have it up here. Bear with me for a second.
I see what you did there. Bear with me. I'm with it.
About the critics on how they view our team. Caleb Williams, I'm not sure where it is, but the CBS rankings for
the one I sent you. The one I sent you.
Yes. And explain to me how you have a ranking and you put Lamar Jackson ahead of Caleb. Hasn't had the same season. You put Dak Prescott ranked higher because Caleb was ranked number 16.
Tua?
You put...
Wasn't Tua ahead of him?
I believe so, which that is confusing in itself. We text a lot back and forth with each other, so
we do.
Bear with me.
I think we kind of have a thing for each other.
Well, we're teammates, so we're Stop it! Oh, gosh, kill these balls. Keep going,
Oh, okay. So we're gonna pause for station identity while he sits over here and does some elevator music. Hate mail could be sent to willwhite33@yahoo.com.
33.
That's my favorite number because Larry Bird.
And don't forget Peanut Tillman.
Do you actually have to blow your Texas up? Are you that blind? Damn, I can see them from way over here.
Okay. Keep going.
So, anyways, it really is hard to just sit here and do this by yourself. But anyways,
at least not all, bones.
Just so you know, our prediction last week, we were so way off on predictions.
Except for the player.
Except for the player of the game, but wow, we were so way off. Way off. Mm-hmm. Why do you have a naked picture of me on there?
Stop it. Got it.
Dude, I told you. Man.
You're gonna have people asking questions. We're gonna get canceled.
They're not going to get canceled. But anyways, I think that Caleb needs to start. He's already earned the respect. This whole
He's getting it from his teammates. I mean, they're giving him the nickname, the Iceman, and things like that. So,
I just think like what I said last week, and because of he paints his nails or he wears different color earrings, I think that people look at him differently. But who cares? The guy is playing lights out. It bugs me that
as it should,
that he just can't get any respect. What more, other than having to win and beat Green Bay or make the playoffs? I mean, I just want to say this while he's still doing whatever. Jaden Daniels was, oh my God, the new face of the NFL. Where the fuck is Jaden Daniels?
First, it was C.J. Stroud.
Yeah.
And I watched the thing, it was either yesterday or this morning about, look how C.J. Stroud has gone since he tried the little bro, Caleb Williams, last year.
And where's Jaden Daniels?
Well, unfortunately, sitting on the couch, but that was a stupid coaching decision of you're getting blown out and you leave him out there. Look how we were getting blown out in the game against Detroit.
And we took him out.
Yeah.
But Jaden Daniels wasn't having a great season.
No. Well, the whole team didn't know. Because, I mean, I can't explain what the difference is for them, other than maybe everybody figured them out.
Maybe, but
because Caleb Williams we've got analysts saying that he right now is playing the best in our division.
Yeah.
And I said that if Caleb Williams is who we were, that he would be the best quarterback in our division. I had people saying, oh, pump the brakes, it's still the Bears, blah, blah, blah. When you take a guy like Caleb Williams with his talent and you have an offensive-minded Ben Johnson, there's something about that guy is completely special. And I said in a post, I don't think I've looked forward to anything lately as much as I do watching his post-game speeches.
I love it.
And he said it himself. What more can he say differently than the week before? Took all 60 minutes, took everybody, and then Caleb Williams made it happen again.
Absolutely. And I remember I watched the before he did his, best better. He went to Caleb Williams and he said, he goes, great grandbrother, son, I can't remember. He's like, we've still got to get better. He's always thinking that, hey, this is not good enough. Let's get better. And everybody, you need to put some respect on Caleb Williams. You gotta.
Especially since, another reason why you gotta put respect on his name is what was the number one thing said about Caleb Williams coming into the draft? About being a diva.
Prima donna. We wanted stock in the team. Yeah.
Supposedly his dad saying that whatever team drafted him, he wanted part ownership. So everybody, painted him more than he paints his nails into a mindset that this guy was going to be a nightmare for him.
Yeah.
And he's been nothing but he's taken what Ben Johnson has taught him. He's taken the criticism. He's accepted it. He's working to get better. And that's what the great players do.
Absolutely.
Because, yes, it's a team sport. It centers around stars, but it is a team sport. And it starts with the most important member of the team, and that is the quarterback. Mm-hmm. As long as he's making plays, he's not making stupid interceptions.
But you know what, though? Every quarterback makes stupid interceptions. Every pitcher gives up that home run. Every NBA player eventually gets posterized. I get it. But now, so if Jared Goff goes out and he throws 5 interceptions.
Like he did in one game against us last year.
Oh, Jared Goff had a bad game. If Caleb Williams does it, see, old Caleb.
He's exactly what we were saying, that this guy isn't it. Chicago will never make it with him. And the sad thing is that's from so-called fans.
Yes.
Because we are part of many groups on Facebook, and I will go throughout the game and watch and saying, oh, he's a boss. We need to get him out of here. We need to get somebody else. I'm sorry. There is only a couple of quarterbacks in this league right now. Patrick, Josh, are the only two quarterbacks I would say I would take over Caleb Williams. And I know everybody's going to crucify me for that. No, you're out of your mind. We had one person saying, get off your knees for Caleb. I'm sorry. The kid's he's got it. He's got the star power. He's got the mentality. My buddy Quest, I'm gonna use one of his lines. He's got the Mamba mentality of the fact that I'm gonna do everything in my power to win.
Yep, and that's why
I might be painted nails. Sorry, painted nails. Who cares?
But that's why I said on that touchdown run, he was willing to take that hit for the win. And I like to say before we go into our prediction, he's on pace for over 4,000 yards. Just so you know.
Yes.
He's on pace for 4,000 yards. Yeah, no, he died. I forgot to charge you. Sorry.
How dare you?
I know. So I'm just gonna mess with this light real quick. Just bear with me.
You trying to be like me because you used the bear line?
Yep, bear with me. There we go. Let's get a little bit more light in here. So, all right. 1 o'clock game. I know you're going to be doing your other podcast.
Wins and Wins podcast comes back this Sunday.
So, and my Roma Doing jersey is coming very soon, the following week, I believe. Anyways, I'm going to throw it in there every week. Okay.
It's coming.
So, I know, that's what you said. But anyways, got him! It took a while to the end of the show, but I got him. Anyways. All right, prediction.
He doesn't hear that a lot.
I know. Prediction.
You want me to go first?
Yep. That's what she said.
I think we're winning this game. It's going to be a close one, and Caleb's going to work his magic again in the fourth quarter, and we're going to win this game because our defense is going to come up big at the end of the game. So I'm saying 24-21.
24-21. Okay. Player of the game?
Well, Caleb.
Okay.
Until proven otherwise, Caleb is going to be my star of the game for the rest of the season because the running game's going to keep us in it, but Caleb is going to be the one. He's going to throw another touchdown to Loveland. He's going to have a total of 2 tutties passing, 1 rushing.
So 3 touchdowns total.
Correct.
Sorry, I'm taking notes. 3 touchdowns. And how many yards?
I'm going to give him a total or passing?
No, yeah, passing.
Passing, I'm going to give him another at least 250 because, I mean, even the game where he had the 58-yard touchdown, he didn't reach 300. So,
okay,
I think it's going to be in the 250 range.
Okay. And that's your player of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, you ready for mine?
Well, I hope so. I mean, we're a team here, and kind of need your prediction.
Co-MVP.
Okay.
With a combined 35 rushing attempts between them, over 220 yards combined rushing, 3 touchdowns, Manungai and Swift. And we win 35-31.
Oh, it's going to be a shootout.
I think it's going to... I think both defenses suck.
I think Gardner gets GJ gets another sack.
Hold on, I got so we're attempting to keep our predictions so we can look back and see how much of an idiot we really is. I know, I couldn't find it, dude. Okay, 35-31, 35 rushing attempts. 2. What did I say? I said 150. How many yards did I say? I'm sorry. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go 180 yards combined. 3 touchdowns. Co-MVPs. Manungai.
Okay.
I think so.
I think we're going to win a shootout.
I think so.
The third burger.
I think I believe so. I think that I don't think there's
They're like, why are you sending me a text message?
Yeah. I don't think Minnesota's defense is all that great. I think that once again, I think our playmakers are going to show up, and I think 35-31, but it's going to be a come from behind win again.
Yes. And we're going to turn it up in the fourth quarter, which is, I think, showing it's our standard operating procedure this year. I was trying to think of a better word to say.
No, you're right. I think it is.
That we, as long as we have a chance to win, the game is never over.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were down by 10 points and we still won. But I have to do this before we're done. I told you my daughter picked what I was drinking today in my Monster of the Midway juice because it's Viking berry. And so because the blood of our victims, she said she would be mad at me if I didn't crush the Viking berry can like we're going to crush Vikings. We're going to crush them.
I really, really thought you were going to smack that up against your head.
No.
I had no idea.
Not the Sandman where he would open up the can.
Oh, yeah, the Sandman.
I don't need a concussion, you know.
Oh, they're fun. I got 5 of them that I know of.
Okay. But to everybody, again, keep hitting that, smashing the like button, leaving the comments, because I absolutely love the comments.
I love the comment. Jesus Christ.
Subscribe, tell your friends about us. You know, keep helping us grow.
Tell your mom about us.
I mean,
or the show. On the show.
If your mom doesn't already know, I'm just saying. Because, you know, we're hoping. We love doing this.
So we're last time I checked, we got over 19,000 views so far on our channel.
Something like that. Yeah.
So listen, like, comment, subscribe, share. Hey, listen, you want to come on and be a guest, give us your input? We'll figure that out.
Yeah, we'll make it happen, Captain.
Yeah.
To bear down for life.
Hey, that looks like mine.
Have a good one.
See you guys. Love y'all.
Once again, JDUBBS,
Big Will.
and we are the Bears Bros Podcast.